J drone here, and that drone up in the sky is my Phantom. This is the first time my brother is flying a Phantom. It's the first time he's flying anything this large, this full GPS. The Alcema is a good bird. It's just not as full GPS as this, and I have him flying it as any new person should be flying this drone. Just really easy on the sticks. And as you can see here, we have Amazon Fire connected to it. You can definitely do that. There's a way to do it. Just really giving him a feel for the drone. I don't want him exploring with it. I don't want him going really far with it. Although this has tons of fail safes to bring it back and whatnot. But just, again, giving him a feel for the sticks. The way that he's flying it right now is the way that I suggest any new person flying the Phantom. You don't want to be speed racing it. It's not a speed racing drone. It's literally a camera drone. It's a camera bird, and it's a big one. And if you crash it, you will break it. That gimbal underneath it, if you crash it, you're going to break it. A lot of people don't understand that. They get a Phantom. I mean, even myself, the first time I flew my Phantom, I was ramming on the sticks, and I was showing you guys what it could do. And then I got advice from good friends that are DJI pros. Don't do that. You'll cause stress cracks in the motor mounts. The drone's not meant to do that. The drone's meant to be a camera bird. So that's basically what we're doing here, and the reason we're doing it is, one, because my brother's over, he's never flown it, but two, is because I had a battery fully charged on this, and I took it out for a little bit the other day, and then never got it back out. So I'm allowing him basically draw down my battery just to fly something different. And as you can see, a first-time user on a Phantom, again, I think I'd be able to have my wife out here, and she could probably fly the Phantom. Not saying my brother's not a skilled pilot, because he's pretty good. He can fly like a SEMA X5C, a Striker. That's kind of what he learned on to, was a Striker, like I did, because I got him one. He can fly without any assist. The statement that I was getting at is, as easy as he's flying it, I think my wife can do it just as well, because panic, let go of the stick, Sean. He let go of the sticks. Look where the drone is. The drone just stopped. Okay, you keep flying. If you panic, if you get skitsy with this, you can let go of the sticks, and it will stop. It has very, very precise GPS, has good GPS hold, that a new person would be able to fly this. Do I suggest this for a first drone for somebody getting into the drone world? Absolutely not, because it comes down to, hey, you went exploring when you shouldn't have, and you're now 300 meters away from yourself, and panic insets. You need to figure out how to orientate this back towards yourself. Or you could hit the return home, and it should return home. But what if that return home fails? What if the return home fails, and you don't know how to orientate? You don't know how to fly this drone back to yourself. Sure, say you're out 200-300 meters, and you could point it towards yourself. And you haven't mastered flying inverted flight, where your controls are backwards when you're flying towards yourself. You're probably going to crash it. You're probably going to ruin your drone. But again, just allowing him to get some stick time. I'm looking over his shoulder here. We are at, what's it say up here? 44%. We're at 44% on the battery. On the back of the battery, lower it, back end towards us. On the back of the battery, we got 2 lights left. We're gonna bring this down when it hits 1 light. I never fully draw this battery. Just because I don't like return homes. I don't like the computer taking over and me not having control over something, because, quite frankly, I don't trust the computer. I trust myself. The possibility of it actually working properly is great. It really is great. DJI makes great birds, but that's just personal preference for me. Like my brother, he lost orientation out there, and he didn't hand over the sticks to me, which I was getting ready to take the sticks on the Alcema. He hit the return home. That's something I generally wouldn't do, because, again, I don't trust it. But as you saw in the last video, if you didn't see the last video, check out the last video. We flew the Alcema. As you saw during the last video, the return home worked, and it even worked after preemptive takeoff and not letting the GPS completely sink, as I would suggest any person doing. So we're just about running out of time here. I'm going to take the sticks off my brother, just because if you see that sky over there, I want to kind of capture that sky, and that way I have a little picture or something. And we're going to take it up just a little bit here, and we will also record. We're going to do a recording, so I'll pull a screenshot off of this, and we're just going to go up a little bit. We're at 37%, and let's see, we are we're about 100 feet above ourselves, which is up there. And yeah, that's going to be a nice capture. Absolutely. And that's all I want to do. We're at 35% on the battery. We'll just do a little look around. Maybe I'll pull some other pictures off of this. Do a little look around. We're at 132 feet above. And there's a small town. I don't know if you guys are seeing this on here. There's a small town next to me. And we're just going to keep going around. We'll stop. That way I could grab a picture off of it if I want to. And then we're going to keep going around. There's a little watering hole. And it's getting a little bit glitchy. It's a little bit glitchy up there. We have cloud cover. My reception isn't great. And I'm also using an Amazon Fire, which I've done well with. I've done really well using this. And you would think not. There's a small town that I live in. And then we're just going to face the abyss. And we'll bring it down. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. And the drone is sitting right where I had it. I haven't been playing with altitude. I haven't been playing with anything besides the yaw. Just been yawing around, and we're slowly bringing it down. Slowly bringing it down. We're at 31% on the battery, which I would think in this juncture that battery light on the back is probably down to 1 bar, and that's how I'm going to land it. And my brother's crash on the Alsenma, which I didn't know until after we recalibrated and fixes it, he did an auto land. I never do an auto land. Even on this, and it's blinking on that second one, I'm still going to drop it. Even on this, and this one's telling me low battery. We're just going to bring it down really slowly. And then the button actually locks. This will lock. If you ever go to start your controller and you get beep, 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 it's not binding. It's probably because that's locked. But all right, guys, I'm J Drone. This was the Phantom that I barely ever fly. Just killing the battery. And that's Sean B. Check his channel out. Link will be down below. And we'll catch up with you in a little bit later.